one correction that I'm not a BCom graduate. I'm think first, the name is the Clueless Company, but yeah, we are not clueless. They say that if I do not make even a single rupee, right, for let's say 18 months of time, I will be able to survive. These are known for that Danda skill, right?
Hi everyone, welcome to the fourth episode of Wdym podcast. And the guest that I have today is someone who's no less than an inspiration for all of us. He's a 3x founder, the founder of the Clueless Company, and he has just started another startup named PostGen. His journey has been full of experiences into building the successful startup named Clueless Company. A lot has happened, a lot of learnings are hidden in them that can really help us out. Yes, Mehul Fanawala sir it is. I'm literally honored to host him today and I'm excited to talk to him, and so probably are you guys to listen to him. So let's just get into it. So hi sir, how are you?
Sneha, I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm fine. Thank you. How about you?
I'm good too.
Go ahead with that.
Yeah, just talk about the Clueless Company, the one thing that just defines you.
Okay. So, first thing first, the name is the Clueless Company, but yeah, we are not clueless. Basically, we are helping clueless entrepreneurs, professionals. So what we do, let me just tell you that for your better understanding on that. So we are revenue operations consultants for B2B SaaS brands, right? That RevOps is the short form of the revenue operation. So I may use revenue operation or RevOps word here and that. And I think everyone is aware like B2B that stands for business to business and SaaS stands for the software as a service, right? So that is what we are helping. And revenue operation is a very fairly new term, especially in India, if we talk about. So I'm just going to share some information on that. So basically revenue operation that consists of the three major operations for any company. And I would say that is a pillar for this company. Very first is a marketing. Second one is a sales, and third one is a customer service, right? No company can, survive without having these operations in place, right? The why? Because marketing team will, generate the leads for you. Okay. Sales team is the team who will actually convert those leads and, make money for you, right? And customer service team will retain those customers. So those customers pay for the next month, in the next to next month, whatever, this it's called a LTV, lifetime value of the customer. So those customer services there. So that's why it's called a revenue operation, because all the three teams help businesses to bring this revenue for that. Not only that, we also help streamline the teams for that. So what happens that normally if you go in any company, in majority of the case, all the teams are working in silos. It means what marketing team is doing, other two teams are not aware, right? What sales team are doing, other teams are not aware. We being a RevOps consultant, or you can even say the fractional CRO, chief revenue officer for companies, we streamline it because we manage everything. We are the one who are talking to each and every team of that company, right? And one thing, it's a myth that like we replace their existing team. No, we are not. We are extension to that thing. We work with them to reach to this goal for this company. So this is what we are doing about this Clueless Company in terms of how we actually started. And recently we even launched our own product that's called PostGen. That's, yeah, that's the AI companion to build your personal brand on LinkedIn and Twitter, or now it's called X. So this is what we are doing. If you have any specific question, happy to answer that. Not expanding much because I'm not sure if you have already some question or not. If anything, please ask anything. If you want me to elaborate on that or need more information, happy to do that, Sneha.
So we would just like to know, the Clueless Company has been doing really well. You also made it to New York Times Square. Would you just like to share your experience here? How did you felt about that?
So I would say that I would, thank Team TopMate for that. Because of them only it was possible to reach there, and I think that's achievement. I think that's majority of the people dream of to come on to this Times Square, and I did not want to leave anyone out of that. So I cover, of course, myself, my business partner Mansi, and she's my best friend as well, my family, Mansi's father, and everyone. I try to cover that part. So of course that's one of the big thing for me and everyone around me. And yeah, and I think that's because of the community as well, right? I should not forget to thank them as well, and my LinkedIn community, especially this Twitter community. So yeah, and as I already said, this could not have been possible without a team top mate. So yeah, special thanks to them.
Yeah. So it was really, inspiring to see you, go from, I mean, it is really inspiring journey altogether. So would you just like to elaborate on how did the Clueless company started? How did that random idea came in and, you built this big company?
So I think that you use the right word, this random idea. That's exactly what is happened. So I will tell you, before starting the Clueless company, Mansi and I were working in the same company for a long period of time. I was part of that company for 14 years. Mansi was part of that company for, good 7, 8 years. Right. And what happened at the one fine day, we both resigned. In fact, Mansi resigned first, but, just 3 days before I did. But she never told me about it. But when I told her that, I resigned, she told me that, I also resigned, 3 days back. And I was like, you know what? And she said yes. And we both were this head of department. Mansi was a head of marketing. I was a head of sales. And before that, I was taking care of the customer service part also. So this is the role which we are even playing at the Clueless company right now. So, like we had a 3 good months of time. We had to, because that was our notice period we were serving. So then we were thinking, especially me, that, okay, what should I do? I had a two option. One is take another job, right? We both had a really good paying job and all things were good, but we were more in our comfort zone. We came in our comfort zone, so we wanted to come out of it. So that's the reason mainly we resigned from this job. And I was thinking, what should I do? I can go for another job, maybe in a city, like Bangalore or Delhi, Mumbai, metro city. Basically, we are based in Surat, by the way. So I was just thinking, I might go for that option. Second option was to build a business, right? Now, in fancy word nowadays, we call it as a startup, right? And I'm a Gujarati. Of course, Mansi is also Gujarati. And for me, like basically everyone I think knows that Gujaratis are known for, that danda skill, right? Danda banana hai, danda karna and all that kind of thing. But then what happens that I was confused, what should I do? So Mansi guided me, do one thing, whatever is coming to your mind, just take a pen and paper, keep writing whatever you are thinking, questions coming, write it down the question, then answer those questions. It, I slept around 3 o'clock in the night. I was writing. I filled down around, I think, 10, 12, 12, 15 odd pages with questions and answer. And I reached a conclusion. I will go for a job with my expertise in customer service and sales. And I decided, okay, I will do that. But then, next day when I woke up, then I said that, I always wanted to do some business or even a side business or side hustle, right? Side hustle is another this term which we use a lot nowadays. Then why, should I not go for, to have my startup, right? And then, of course, I just can't decide simply that, okay, let's do that. Because if you want to do a startup in job, you know that you are going to get your salary on first of this month, right? Of course, provided you are still into this job, that it has some security. But in business, when you start, you don't know when you will get your business. You will get ever your business or not. So I check my financials that, let's say, so I made my financial plan in a way that if I do not make even a single rupee, right, for let's say 18 months of time, I will be able to survive. I may not be able to live a luxury life like the very basic thing, because I'm also married. I have a daughter, so I also have to take care of, the schools and family responsibility and all those stuff. So I said 18 months, when I was confident in myself, even my family and Mansi and all my friends, that you will be able to figure it out something. And more to that, I was confident that okay, itne time mein kuch na kuch to we will be able to figure it out. And then I decided, okay, so I literally, the scratch that job part at, okay, next will be job. I just scrapped, I say that a business, right? And then since then I started working on it. I discussed with Mansi. But this is the, I will say the BTS, this behind the scene, what has actually happened, what made me to start come to into this business world. But the idea of the Clueless Company is completely different. As I mentioned that, this Gujarat is being a dinda. So back of the mind, I already had I want to do something, even some part-time business or whatever it is, or one day we'll do that. And in order to do that, being a technology, this techie guy, and we know the power of internet. So without website, nothing will happen, right? So I always keep thinking that the business name which we can keep, that what could be businesses, because I always wanted to have something unique, a name, brand name that people can remember for a long time, or it had a good recall value. I was keep doing that. For once, I even reach out to the level where decided like infinite intelligence, right? That was the thing. We even booked the domain as well. Mansi helped me book the domain as well. We kept it, left it, and then I was still not convinced that okay, this is not that what I want. Like we feel that that's the ultimate thing. I never feel that. One day, what happened? I was driving, and that idea, the strike, like the word stuck to my mind, the clueless. And I say that, okay, this is the word we all use once a day in English, or Hindi or Gujarati, like in our own language, right? I think that is something is really unique I found. But just I can't have this clueless. Like, what is clueless? And then I saw Clueless Company, immediate thing. But then again was not that's so strong. But then I was just thinking, okay, like the Clueless Company. So now if you see that the Clueless Company, so that the that put the weightage on whole name, the Clueless Company. And then we froze. This is what I talked to Mansi, and Mansi said it looks really amazing. Let's at least keep that. And we said that okay, when we decided okay, in future we'll use that, so we booked the domain as well, right? So we were looking for the domain like the clueless.com, which is very standard, everyone goes for. But luckily, we got the same domain as our company name called the clueless.company. It's the same thing which we got. So we booked it. This is while we were working, right? And we did not even resign. That was the scenario. And then after some time, what I don't know what things has happened. Suddenly, we both felt, that okay, let's resign. And then actually idea came, okay, now we resign, what we need to do. And when I figure out the business, we use that. And then my expertise was into sales and customer service. Mansi was not part of the Clueless Company from day zero. I would say she was a part of it, but not part of it, because she joined me after a week when we launched the Clueless Company. I was trying to convince her for all those 3 months that join me. She said no. And after starting the Clueless Company, she said that now I'm ready. And that's why we added the marketing onto, this our portfolio. Before that, it was just a sales and customer service consultancy. I was the only one. Later, Mansi joined, and then become a whole thing. And then Mansi came into the, officially came into this picture. So this is the BTS of the Clueless Company, this idea, how we come up with this name. And yeah, that is it. If anything, I'm not sure if I missed, but yeah. Any question, happy to answer, Sneha.
So what I come to a conclusion as is that the idea of starting the Clueless Company, the very thing that you help people in, it comes from the expertise that you already have from your past experiences.
Correct.
So how come a BCom graduate getting all those experiences, doing all the jobs, and suddenly having that thought that we should do business and all of that, how does that confidence comes from inside? Been 13 years you worked at Easy Technos also, so you have been
14
also,
years, yeah.
yeah, and then you have also worked in very different companies, and then suddenly you want to start a startup and all of that. How does this confidence comes in?
Just one correction, that I'm not a BCom graduate. I'm dropout in this BCom. Of course, I'm not flaunting about it, but just I still have that regret in my life that I don't have that degree. That is maybe this talk for this next time. But about this confidence which you say that I was always confident on myself. That's very important for anyone. Like if you are not confident about yourself, like of course, you will always have a question or doubt about it. Will I be able to do that? And answer will be always no. Answer will be always no. But I was confident that, and I knew that I had this 3 months of time and I will figure out something for sure, right? And that is what exactly I did. And of course, I decided to resign for sure, that I wanted to leave that job. And, of course, at the family, everyone was like, what suddenly has happened? Even in the company, that, after, because it was like, I was always, always considered a work like it's my own company. Never ever felt like that. And right now also, we people meet and all that kind of thing right now also. So we all had a very good term right now also, all those stuff. But confidence is the very important thing, and you have to trust yourself. Confident and trust, right? That in this part, like especially this time, everyone has, trust issues, right? And if just imagine, if you have the trust issue with your own, then it is not good at all for you in all the aspect, whether you take it personally also, right? It will help, affect your health and all that kind of thing, relation with, whatever is around you and all. So two things I will say. I had a trust on me that I will do something. I was a confident enough on that I will figure it out something. So yeah, that's pretty much. And of course, and when I had this support from my, this friends, and especially this family, that they also said the same thing, that, we believe in you, that you will figure out something for sure. We are with you. Don't worry about home and anything. We'll take care of everything. You just focus on it. That's pretty much of it, Sneha.
That's great. Actually, the startup journey is not always limelight thing. There are always ups and downs in the startup journey, and you experience all of that. So there must have been rejections in the beginning, and how did you cope up with them? There must have been some rejections,
Rejection in terms of?
like approaching the companies to work with them and
Okay.
everything.
So I would say, I would say that touchwood, in this case, that we never faced that problem so far. Why? Because uh, even before launching the Clueless company, we had our first customer on board. Right. So we started this company on 10 September 2021. It was a Ganesh Chaturthi. We launched, and we had our first customer on 14 August, first paying customer. Even before launching the company, we had it. And since then, like as I said, the touch with that, we always had a customer on board. We keep getting the customer. And when we got this, our first customer, that was also kind of MVP tasted kind of thing in product. We say this MVP. That is a tasted. Okay, I think that is a need for that. So we knew that this is a need of an our right now also, because this, as I said, that these three operations are the core for any company. So we knew that. But of course, being a service based company, for any service based company, that is always challenge, because customer are going to stay with you for basically for particular project or a time period, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, or so, right? So you always have to keep hunting for the customer. So that is a challenge for all the businesses. But we never had that, the problem at a large scale. So right now also, all our customers are organic. It means either they are through our SEO, because we are one of the strongest SEO which we have. Then this social media, LinkedIn, Twitter, our own network. We haven't spent a single rupee on any paid ads right now. It is all organic only. So that is lucky enough for that. But yeah, I think we may see these challenges with our new product, the PostGen, that help, these people who would like to build their personal brand on Twitter, LinkedIn. Maybe we will face that challenges with that, because so far we just launched on 18th of this month, and we have really, we have over 80 signups already. But those are, users, like we started with the free trial for that. So far we don't have any paying customer. After, the 14 days trial, we'll see, or before that we see that what is going to happen. But expenses is already started, the server expense and other software expense and all. So we might face that the thing. And the reason we build this post-gen product is also this very important thing, is that from I always wanted to be a product-based company at TCC, but Mansi and myself, we both are not a tech person. right? So we're always hunting for someone who can join us as a CTO. After a long period of time, we finally found a CTO who literally built this, this PostGen in no time, and we launch it as well. And in 24 hours, we had, 47 signups as well. So that shows that, okay, people are already looking for this product. Before that, we also did some testing with some users and all, right? So, but yeah, I know that we are going to face challenges to onboard a customer for this product. But again, as I say that I am confident, our team is confident that we will be able to, get a customer for sure. Success, failure, we don't know, but we will do everything in our control and even beyond our control to see to make this product even, the succeed. Yeah.
So that's really nice, you know. And apart from PostGen, you are a 3x founder. You also have a tab company been going on. So would you like to talk about that too?
Yeah, so about this tree expander, I would say this, I haven't counted this tab. That's a full form is called, the anti-bullying box. It is not the part of that. So the Clueless Company is the first. This PostGen is the second one. And the third, we already decided the what we are going to come up with that. We even booked the domain as well. We are just working on this final stage of before that we launch it. So that will be the third one, but that is already decided. That's why I use that. Why we are not, I am not counting that the tab as a 3x for because the tab, the anti-bullying box is kind of, the social side of more of it. We are not, it is not for commercial purpose, right? It's more kind of, you can say, as an NGO in simpler words. We are trying to help people with that. So we are fighting against bully, and we are fighting against bully for that. Online, not many things are happening, but offline, whenever we get a chance, we talk to people, we try to help people with that. We don't want to show such cases online as well, because it's like when we are doing for some health purpose, greater purpose, because bully is something that scared people. If it is a student or college, it's happening everywhere, whether you are in school or in college or in your office or wherever you are. It is a big issue all over place, and we really want to people to come with that to face any problem from their families or whatever, that kind of thing as well. But yeah, that is what we are doing to help people fight against the bully, that kind of thing. This like trying to spread the awareness, and whoever needs help, we're just trying to do with that. Of course, we are not an expert in terms of the psycho. That's not our subject, right? We can just help people to fight against it, to raise your voice against it. That's what we are doing with the that, and doing whatever in our control, Sneha. Yeah.
So that's actually very great social initiative, and it's really going to help people out. So for all those who don't know, it's a community that is putting down all the bullying that's happening online. So you all can go there and mail them for help, and it's a great initiative. You're going to get great help, and it's going to really do well in the future, I feel. And apart from that, coming back to PostGen, building person, helping people building personal brands. So you have also been building personal brands on your LinkedIn and Twitter. What do
So
you think is the main part in building personal brands? What's the one kick?
so this is the reason, like Mansi and I both are building this personal brand on LinkedIn and Twitter from quite a long time now. And during this journey, in fact, we did some offline session in Surat this year, where we conducted over a around five session, and over 120 people participated in that. And during that time, especially, I had one problem. I'm not a writer, right? I can't write a lot of things like blogs or this long form content. I can't. Mansi can do it because she's a writer. I can't do that. And literally, I'm not good with. I'm good with the short message, one liners, two liners, short messages, and all. Sometimes here and there I write. That is a different thing. So I had this challenges that I have idea, but I can't craft it well in storytelling on in proper format, right? So I had this problem, and of course, I was taking sometime help, taking the help of some AI tools and all. I know there are certain tools already exist, still we build it because we know there is a still need, and many, if still some more competitors will come, everyone will be able to survive with that. But we address one major issues with that. Even when we conducted that, people say that the problem what we are facing is the same as you, right? That we want to write a content, we want to share it on the social media, let's say especially on LinkedIn, because it's a professional network. But we have a problem with writing it, because in Gujarat, especially in Surat, if I talk about this people, that time was studying in Gujarati medium, right? I am 38, so even better people after that, my the people were this studying. So now, and there is no culture, people will communicate in English. Okay, so when English is not there exist, and there is always people having a problem to write or speak, or all that kind of thing. And they say the similar thing. They say that we have an idea, but we have a problem to write it down. We can't write it. So then we said that, okay, I have the same problem. They also have a same problem. And then we thought that, okay, let's build something, right? It's super easy. Where what we did is simply that, we are taking various creators from LinkedIn. We are training system based on that. So what it does is you select your favorite creator from the list. If it is not there, you can add yourself also, when you sign up for it. You share some of the posts which you already liked about them, and then you just select the creator, you post the topic, you select the tone, right? What tone you need, candid, funny, or whatever it is. And you need a long form content, short form content, or medium content. Normally LinkedIn is known for long form content, but people like me, as I said, there are people who like short form and medium kind of content. So we have given option. Just you select that and you generate, it will generate a post for you. You just look at it. If you like it, copy it, go there on LinkedIn, paste it. If you want little bit changes, do that and do that. So this problem we are trying to solve with that. This is the major problem, right? So we made this tool very simple for anyone to use it. We do not have to give training for people are using it. And it's been, the 3 days, this is of today's the 4 days, over 500, 600, LinkedIn posts are already generated, and we are already seeing that on certain people post that, they are getting a really good traction. So it's really good. So we know that we are going into this right direction. But again, as I said, successfully, we are not worried about it. We want to build it. This is just a first version. We have a plan, lot of new things for this as well. So yeah, this is about the sports and the problem what we found and what we solve. And yeah, this is where we are right now, Sneha.
That's great. Now, going apart from all these companies talks, let's just get to some personal questions that I have with you. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
I just want to know, how does a day in the life of a founder looks like? How does your day look like?
Okay, that is a right question. How my day looks like, that is a right answer. Because for other founder, I can't say. So for me, I will say that I normally get up around between 8 to 8:30, sometime 9 o'clock as well, right? And I do little bit of exercise, then my breakfast, and then I started working on it. Basically, we are a remote first team, so Mansi and I both work from our own home. So Mansi is working from her home, I'm working from my home. And so this is what it's been like. Once everything is ready, we just work on it. With lunch, we get a chance to eat with family. Same goes for evening tea and dinner also. So normally, if I talk about in terms of working hours, I start a day around 10:30 and end somewhere around 8:30. Right. This is my day look. And of course, after that also, if something comes up, of course, we are available on call and WhatsApp and everything. That goes like this. But for me, it's very simple. Like for me, sometimes back I started reading some books as well. I was every day was reading, but now that thing is, again, this stop. I really want to start it again. Maybe soon I will start it. But yeah, this is my day look like. And it's weekend, especially Sunday, I spend my time, this sleeping. I wake up at 12 noon. I, take my lunch, again sleep, go in evening, go out with my family, take dinner, sleep. That's it. This is my day look like during weekday and week on Sunday, especially. Yeah.
So, does it feel like relaxing or hectic schedule right now?
In between, I will say sometimes it's get hectic, sometimes it's but it's more we both had a relaxation. So we know that, we maintain our work-life balance well. In fact, on Sunday, we don't even call each other. If we call, especially if I call Mansi, first thing he will, if something urgent, if no, let's talk tomorrow. So we understand that thing. So we know that we don't want to make law. Of course, we want to make money, but not lot of money that we have to keep our health on, the stay. So that is fine. So for us, you consider it's kind of a relax, more of a relax.
So very rightly said. And apart from, some people tend to look at, being a founder of a startup as a very hectic schedule. You won't get a minute to, even take breath and all of that. It isn't like that. It's just about the balance and everything. But in the beginning, it is about that, I think, right? You don't get time to do
Yeah, because
anything.
certain things you have to take. So let's say if I say about this PostGen, it's been today 4 days. So there's a lot of things going on from last 2 weeks where we are spending more time. We literally one day we work for around 1 o'clock midnight, also for a couple of days. And yeah, like all three of us, Mansi, myself, and our CTO, because our CTO, without that we would not be able to build this post. And see, he's the one who helped us and decided that, and that's what we are. But I think that should be fine in coming days, hopefully with postgen.
So, I would just like to know about your future vision. What's ahead, lying in the Clueless company and everything else going on?
So one thing I already say that the for this 3x founder, the third thing which we are coming up with, that if all goes well, then it will come in a month time. We'll make an announcement. This time we are the Clueless company we built in public. PostGen also it was kind of a stealth mode. The third one is will be completely stealth mode unless we do that. So that is the things which we are coming up with that. And again, in terms of product, this is just a start. We want to build even a B2B product. The one which we have, it's more of a B2C product. Or you can say B2C and B2B both, but we want to have a pure B2B product where we really want to make some money out of it. And, the dream is to be a unicorn, especially the profitable unicorn from Surat. That is this ultimate dream. One dream is that came true because of our CTO, that we want to be a product-based company, which we are already are right now. But we really want to make real money. So that money lies in B2B. So that's the plan for us. So we'll come up with that. We are keep working on those ideas. If we strike it, and we'll build that product also. So that's the vision of, the dream which we have for the Clueless company.
That's great. That's a great future vision too. Like every company should strive to be that unicorn and build in India. I mean, India is a really growing country, and everything that lies ahead in this country is really exciting. So I would just like to know what's the motto that you live on? Like what's that motto that wakes you up every day, that gets you to work and everything that you are doing right now?
See, what I always think is that tomorrow we will not be there in the world, right? I don't know. Right now we are talking after 1 minute, I might not even exist in the world, right? So until that time, whatever you're doing, what are you going? You are not going to, feel relaxed, or you don't know. I might, live for 100 years also. I don't know. But what if tomorrow I am not exist, right? So I want to do everything. I want to live whatever I want to do. I want to do it today itself, right? So that is the only thing. And of course, my daughters are there. Like I want to give them really good education to start with, right? And of course, the life as well, so they can enjoy the most. Of course, at certain limitations and restriction, right? But yeah, this is what it is.
So what's your advice to the upcoming youth that's, very much into building and, starting their own thing, because they are very immature. That's a very immature age to start. So what's your
Yeah.
advice for them?
So just don't build a startup to get a funding, right? Build to make it profitable, and don't even think about get a funding. Use, do the, if you do not have a choices, I understand that, but don't just build, to be a unicorn, or I will get a funding, I will get a huge funding. It's not, it looks good from the outer side, but the thing is different. So don't fall for just thing. And yes, one thing I always tell that Always complete your graduation, at least study, don't drop out. This study is very important. If you don't want to go for master or whatever, at least you should complete your, after school, you should complete your college, whatever you do that. It is for more of an experience for this network to see these things, to understand the things for that purpose. So yeah, that's what I want to tell people.
So thank you so much. I mean, it was tagged with learnings, honestly, for me, because I am also upcoming in this field. I feel, learning from people like you really inspires me. And, each and every point that you said, it really imbibes in me. And, I'm going to take that forward. And really, thank you so much for coming and congratulations for everything that you're doing and, everything that's coming up next. Thank you so much for coming. It was
Thank
an
you.
honor to host you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Neha, for everything, and all the best to you too for whatever you are doing, what you're planning to do that. Although if anything need from my side, please anytime reach out to me. Always happy to. And thank you so much, listener, for listening. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. And thank you so much for all the insights that you gave. Everything had something or the other that we can learn from. And thank you to the audience for listening. I mean, it was something very engaging for you guys, probably. The way he explained, the way he was really open, and everything. The conversation was really, really amazing. And I hope you all enjoyed and got some insights, and it's gonna be helpful for your journey. It's definitely gonna be if you heard it right. And yes, thank you so much for listening, and to keep learning in the future, keep tuning in the What Do You Mean podcast. See you next time.